I thank the representative of Germany for the statement, and now give the floor to the representative of Romania.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Since the Council addressed last September the Russian war of aggression against Ukraine, Russia pursued a path of further escalation, increasing the intensity of its missiles and drone strikes. We are appalled by Russia's recent attacks on residential areas in Ternopil, one of the deadliest attacks against civilians so far, following previous waves of large-scale missile and drone strikes on several Ukrainian regions that brought death and grievance to civilians. Russia intentionally targeted critical energy infrastructure. Attacks against civilians and civilian infrastructure violate international humanitarian law. Such attacks, strongly condemned by the Secretary General, are unacceptable and must stop. We reiterate our support and solidarity with Ukraine. The aggressor must not be rewarded with impunity. Accountability is needed more than ever. Mr. President, as a country with the longest border Ukraine has with a friendly neighbor, we are concerned with Russia's irresponsible behavior as it continues to attack Ukrainian civilian infrastructure also in the vicinity of Romania. During the night of 10 to 11th of November 2025, an unmanned aerial vehicle of the Russian military forces violated yet again the Romanian airspace. The fragments recovered by the Romanian authorities from the crash site of the aircraft undoubtedly prove its affiliation and involvement in the massive attack that same night against Ukrainian civilian infrastructure located in the vicinity of Romania. The latest violation of our airspace took place yesterday, November 19th. Following another Russian attack on the Danube port infrastructure of Ukraine in the night of 16 to 17 November 2025, an LNG vessel took fire in the Ukrainian port of Izmail on the Danube, just across the border with Romania. In light of the increased risk of a potential explosion, the Romanian authorities took the extraordinary measure of temporarily evacuating 2 nearby villages to ensure the safety of their inhabitants. Russia is a permanent member of this body and is expected to be a guarantor of international law and the UN Charter, and such actions are unacceptable. We strongly condemn the repetitive nature of violations of the Romanian airspace by Russian drones, which poses serious risks for the safety of Romanian citizens, as well for the security of Romania and the region at large. Mr. President, it is imperative to exert massive pressure to stop this unprovoked war. Romania will fully implement the United States and international sanctions imposed on Lukoil. At the same time, the violation of EU restrictive measures is now a crime and can be punished with imprisonment according to a draft law adopted by the Romanian government just in the past few days. Our long-standing position since day one of the invasion of Ukraine is clear. The achievement of a comprehensive, just and lasting peace needs to be in line with the UN Charter and the principle of sovereignty, independence and territorial integrity. We simply cannot reward an aggressor which has a historical record of relapsing in breaching international law. We reiterate our continued support for Ukraine's independence, sovereignty and territorial integrity within its internationally recognized borders, as well as for its legitimate right to self-defense under the UN Charter. A full, immediate and unconditional ceasefire remains necessary as a first step towards a comprehensive, just and lasting peace. And just to echo the points made by the US Secretary of State today, it is high time to, quote, for an extensive exchange of serious and realistic ideas, unquote. Thank you, Mr. President.
I thank the representative of Romania for the statement. I'll now give the floor to the representative of Sweden.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have the honor to speak on behalf of the 5 Nordic countries, Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, and my own country, Sweden. We thank DPPA and OCHA for the briefings, and we commend the bravery and professionalism of all humanitarian workers. Mr. President, we meet in the wake of renewed, large-scale Russian attacks against civilians and civilian objects in Ukraine. The recent drone and missile barrage at Ternopil, Lviv, and Ivano-Frankivsk claimed at least 25 civilian lives, left hundreds injured, and caused extensive electricity blackouts. This is no coincidence. As we approach the 4th winter of Russia's full-scale invasion, invasion, we once again witness Russia's deliberate targeting of residential areas and energy infrastructure across Ukraine. In addition, Russia continues its attack on humanitarian personnel. On the 14th of October, 4 clearly marked UN trucks were struck by